Into the unknown. That's where we must go.
What's up, everybody? Tim Anderson here, aka Renfail, and holy crap, I am in complete nerd out mode over all of the amazing stuff that's been coming out of the Star Wars Celebration recently, just like flashing before my eyes. I've been playing EverQuest all morning on the new TLP server, and I'm like watching all these trailers go up on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm like, I gotta hurry up and stop playing so that I can go geek out, and I still haven't even gotten a chance to watch the first two episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I will be doing, and I always usually wait and binge watch things, but I'm not going to wait. I'm going to watch those today or tomorrow, and I'm going to get a review out to everybody here on my YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. But today, I want to talk about two things in particular. Well, multiple things. But first off, ladies and gentlemen, I am just like, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. I love all things Star Wars. Yeah, love them or hate them, prequel movies, you've got the Disney Plus era, Skywalker Saga. There's flaws in all these things, but overall, I am just a big fan, and I'm always happy to have more Star Wars in my life, and Disney Plus is kicking ass and taking names. We're going to dive in. If this is your first time here, this is where I get to say, hopefully, you like this video enough to want to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get updates like this in the future. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can also drop a super thanks on this video. And of course, don't forget, you can go above and beyond by joining the Adventurers Guild. That's our membership here on YouTube. There's also a Patreon page for all things Revealing the Void, which is that world map behind me. We'll talk about that at the end of the video, but for right now, let's dive in. Okay, so I am most excited about all of these things. I mean, yeah, we've got Mandalorian season 3 has been confirmed for 2023. Now we have an actual confirmation date. Andor is dropping later this year, and we got a trailer for Andor finally, which is in and of itself pretty cool because it's showing us sort of an insight into a different type of Star Wars. And for me, that's what I've always wanted to see. As much as I've loved the Skywalker Saga films, not so much the Disney era ones, but Disney is redeeming itself in my eyes with all of this Disney Plus television because we're finally getting to dive into the world, into that galaxy of, a long time ago and far away. We're getting a chance to see all of these other stories that don't have anything to do with Jedi in particular. Andor is one of my favorite looking shows so far, above and beyond what we've seen from The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, because we're not getting a lot of Jedi-centric storylines so far. It looks like it's going to be the Senate and politics and intrigue and spies and politics and all this stuff going on. And I'm a big Diego Luna fan. So I can't wait to see him doing more of what he did already in Rogue One. The trailer looks really, really, really good. Now, above and beyond that, we also have, and this for me is probably it's probably my favorite thing to come out of the Star Wars celebration that's going on right now, and that's the Willow trailer. Like, oh my god, the Willow trailer. The Willow trailer is so freaking good. Like, I can't. I have so many. I've watched it 3 times now, and I mean, hair raising up, goosebumps all over. Willow, Warwick Davis is back as Willow, and this movie, like, it didn't define me when I was younger, but this was definitely one of my favorite films growing up. I have read the books that Lucas did with Chris Claremont. I think it was Chris Claremont in the 90s, early 2000s. I forget when those happened. There was a trilogy of books that came out and followed the adventures of Willow and so on and so forth. I don't know if this new series is going to be picking up where that left off, or if we're getting an entirely new storyline just with Willow being an older magician. We got a lot to unpack in this trailer. Visually, it is absolutely stunning. The music, the special effects. We've got creatures, ladies and gentlemen. We have creatures. And I don't know if ILM's doing the creatures or if we're getting creature work from the Jim Henson production company. I don't know, but everything just looked so amazing in the Willow trailer. And I'm so happy to see something that's not Star Wars, because as much as I love Star Wars, Willow for me was the big takeaway. That's my big number one thing so far that I've seen coming out. Now, obviously, Star Wars being the celebration, um, it's really funny to me because I was at the very first Star Wars celebration in Denver, Colorado, all the way back in, I think it was 1999, because I lived in Colorado when The Phantom Menace was coming out, and that was announced in Denver, and I lived a couple hours north, and I was like, hell yeah, and I went and bought the weekend pass. I spent way too much money on Legos and got all these cool books and got to meet all these. I got to meet Ray Park and Anthony Daniels, and I got to meet Terry Brooks because he was there. He had written the Phantom Menace, and I got signed books and I got signed comics and I got all this cool swag. Like that was an experience, but it was just about the upcoming movie. And now Star Wars Celebration is this thing that is so much bigger and grander, and it's more than just a Star Wars film. It's not just only a Star Wars film. It's this show, that show, this show, that show, Disney Plus, all the things that we're doing with Disney Plus, all the ways the franchise has expanded. And as much as some people like to criticize George Lucas for selling off the franchise, in a lot of ways, I think this has done a lot of good for the actual intellectual property in the sense that we'll be able to see a lot more coming out. And if you're a fan like I am, you're never going to have too much Star Wars in your life. It's always going to be more, please. And again, we're all going to have criticisms of each unique property and each unique little film and series that comes up, but that's okay. That's part of the fun. Is not everyone is going to love turkey sandwiches all the time. Sometimes you want a ham sandwich, and sometimes you want tomatoes on it, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want lettuce and onions, and sometimes you don't. It's good to have variety in my mind. So I'm completely nerdy now. Now, obviously, I'm not done yet. I still have to go forth and watch the um, Obi-Wan show because the first two episodes drop. Now, normally, like I said, I normally try to binge watch shows and wait till they've all released. I can't do that with this because it just came out and it is what it is. I'm not gonna be able to avoid social media because of my day job, so I'm gonna have to just watch it, and I'll get a review to everybody here very soon. But if you haven't checked out the trailers yet, please go do. Especially Andor. The Andor trailer looks really good. We obviously have the first two episodes of Obi-Wan. Please check out that Willow trailer because it is so good. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think this is going to be an amazing year for everything Star Wars. Obviously, next year is always looking up, but we've also got announcements coming out. I was reading through this. We've got this show called, we've got the Ahsoka show coming out next season, Mandalorian, but this one called Skeleton Crew says John Watts is leading his first foray into the Star Wars canon. Spider-Man No Way Home director is creating and executive producing a series that follows the fall of the Empire through the eyes of four children aged 11 to 12 years old. Law's role is not yet announced. So this is really cool. Still have the Rangers of New York. There's a Lando show. We've got Star Wars: The Acolyte. Russian doll creator Leslie Headland helms The Acolyte, described as a mystery thriller that takes the audience into the galaxy of shadow secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. And I think that's the first High Republic show we're getting. Then we have Star Wars: A Droid Story, and some more animation and stuff from ILM. So all around amazing Star Wars stuff coming out. I can't wait to see what else comes out in the Star Wars anniversary, not anniversary, but the celebrations going on now. Comments, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know all those things, folks. And please, if you would, support me as a content creator and drop a super thanks on the video or join down there as a member of the Adventurers Guild. It's a great way to say thanks for the content I create. Don't forget, you can also go to patreon.com/wandering hermits, where we are building the world of the Weave and the Void. You can find more information out over there. It's a 5th edition tabletop setting. The source book's out on June 1st, next week. There's also a point and click game like King's Quest, and of course, a book series, which chapters get published twice a month on Patreon. Check all that out. Don't forget to join our Discord. Links are down below. And hopefully, you all are all excited, as excited as I am about Willow and all those other Star Wars things. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next episode. I'll get back to you as soon as I get the first couple of episodes of Obi-Wan done. Until next time, see everybody. Have safe. Happy watching.